Hello. So this is my first video like this, and I decided I'm really into this one game series, Dead or Alive. It's a fighting game series. You may or may not have heard of it. It's not as popular as Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, etc., but it's in the same genre, which is fighting games. It's also made by the same people who made Fatal Frame, if you did not know. So that's kind of cool. So the first game came out in 1999, if you did not know, which was Dead or Alive. Obviously the first one. Then Dead or Alive 3 ended up being exclusive for the original Xbox. It was a launch title, and I believe Dead or Alive 4 was for the Xbox 360. That was also a launch title. After that, there was no more launch titles for the game. There's only two, which was Dead or Alive 3 and 4, which are two of the really popular ones I have noticed. You will hear more about, oh, Dead or Alive 3 was so great, it had all this, Dead or Alive 4, blah blah. You will also see a lot more people talking about Dead or Alive 4 in a good sense. It also happened to be one of the first fighting games to have jiggle physics. If you don't know what that is the chest of a female character, and when they move, it will jiggle per se. That's why it's called jiggle physics. Then the game that made the series go more down ended up being Dead or Alive 5. Specifically the Steam PC import. So the PC import ended up being a really bad. A lot of people did not end up liking it. There's a lot of things missing, a lot of things you couldn't do. Specifically the lobbies, there's only ranked matches. And I guess I don't have a problem with that, but a lot of people did. And like nowadays, this game had stopped supported, I think, around the time Dead or Alive 6 came out, which was 2019. So this game, you probably can't really do any ranked matches much unless you know other people, including if you're in the Eastern time zone. Your best bet, the best time for you to even be able to even get into a match, an online match, would be 2 to 3 a.m. That's what I've noticed. After 5 a.m. it's gonna be really hard to find any. Before 2 a.m. really hard to find any. So that's your best bet if you want to play online if you don't have any other friends who play it on the PC. Then some of the things missing were actually some of the DLCs. Some of the DLCs are in there, but there's also a problem with a few. Specifically one that comes with a stage normally. Comes with a stage on the console versions. I believe you can also play that stage for free on the PlayStation console version. I don't know if it's on the Xbox One. Oh no, never mind. Let me repeat that. On the Xbox version, I know it had that stage. On the PlayStation version, it did not have the stage for that DLC for free. The stage is the lights one. I don't know really what it's called. But it has like these lights, and it's kind of like it's on a beach, so it's kind of like Zack's Island, but more pretty per se. On the PC port, it does not even have that stage. It doesn't even come with the DLC for it. You get the costumes, but you will not get the stage. It even tells you, which is really just, it's not fun. I mean, what if I wanted that DLC specifically for the stage? What if, like, you don't have a console but you have a good PC and you're like, oh, this stage looks so cool, I've seen people play on it, and then you get the DLC before reading the description and you don't have the stage. I know there's another DLC that it has a stage that you are not able to play on the PC port, which again is pretty stupid. I mean, how hard could it be to add that stage? When the Attack on Titan DLC was still out, which you cannot get anymore, which is like, come on, that also did not have the stage. I know on console you will see the Attack on Titan stage, which says it needs to be unlocked by DLC, which is not viable anymore. There's a few DLCs that are not viable, like Mei Shinui. I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but you cannot get the DLC for her anymore on the console port, the Steam port, none of that. Which is kind of sad because, like, and kind of like, why would you do that? Including since there will be some people who want to have the whole roster of Dead or Alive 5. I know I did until I found out, oh, I can't get May. I can't get her because, you know, which is really stupid. But it's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine, unless you're one of the people who are gonna rage. I know that you used to be able to buy it off like a little site, you know, but you can't anymore too, which is really annoying. So I did find another one. The Samurai Warriors mashup set you cannot play the stage in the PC version of the game, which is really sad. And the Valentine's Day set, which says the fireworks stage on the screenshot cannot be used in this version of the game, which, you know, which that was the stage I was talking about, which you can play for free on the Xbox version if you have fully downloaded, or just like halfway downloaded, you can play it, which is really nice that they have that. I've not seen. Oh, here's another problem with this PC port. I know I'm a little all over the place, but I'm doing this with no script. So, for example, the costumes by Tamaki Wakisa, the costume damage feature is not available on the Steam system version, which you would think it would be available on the Steam version because it's a PC. You're not gonna have a lot of kids, younger people playing Dead or Alive on a PC. They're most likely gonna play on console. And there's a lot of games that should be age restricted or are age restricted on Steam that they allow. And like, again, you can't even go on the store page of Dead or Alive 5 or 6 without it asking you to verify your age because of some other things in the game. But they weren't able to do the costume damage feature. But they are disabled on PlayStation and Xbox, I believe. I know PlayStation is mostly able to because they do not have a lot of restrictions for games. If you look in free-to-play games, actually on the PlayStation Store, you will find some that are really interesting. So, you know, I know that's with another pack too, that the damage you cannot do, which, I mean, okay. I don't know if I would want the damage. I mean, I would want just whatever I would able to get, honestly. That's why I would love to get the console version so that I could be able to technically own all of this, you know. So, not much I can really do now, can I? There's also some DLCs missing from the PC port too. There's even on Xbox you get 2 free costumes, which are from the Tamaki set, I believe. One is for INA and one is for Kasumi, which obviously you don't get on the PC version. You have to get the costumes.